Welcome to the Game Changer 00100 show. I'm your host, Game Changer, and today we are going to discuss prison after parties. This is a topic that has come up on my panel a couple of times. I don't know if it's different panelists mentioning it or if it's the same panelists mentioning it over and over again. However, I think it's a topic worth discussing. Now, first off, I don't agree with the statement of the panelists that they're throwing more prison parties than graduation parties. It could be region specific, or it could just be my perception, or maybe it's just his perception or their perception. But either way, it is a topic worth discussing because I think that there is a lot of confusion surrounding the topic of prison parties. First of all, or prison after parties. First of all, nothing really wrong with it. Nothing really wrong with, for any reason, if you haven't seen an individual in a while, throwing them a welcome home party, which is essentially what it is. I mean, that's true if a person was to fight in a war that you don't necessarily agree with, or they were, I don't know, away on business for quite some time. If you haven't seen a loved one in a while, it's perfectly normal to want to throw them a party. Now, prison parties may be construed from the outsiders looking in as encouraging whatever they did to go into prison in the first place, and that sometimes is true, which I'll get into later. That sometimes is true as it relates to niggas. However, it's nothing really wrong in essence. The base reason for throwing a prison party, but like I say, as I understand it, they are very few and far between, and most people who go to jail, at least the ones I know of, and get out, don't really get a party, simply because and the prison after party may have been true at one time. However, what I notice now is a lot more fucked up. And those of you who haven't seen it, check out the movie Fruitvale Station for verification on this. Is a lot of people, young black men, are being thrown away by the community. Meaning, when they go to prison, the mother, the everybody who was all rah 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 about the lifestyle that led them to prisons, felt good putting money in your mailbox. They was all gung ho for it. But once they get there, no letters, no fruit basket, no visits, no commissary, no nothing. It's just like, oh, you shouldn't have done it. It's like, wait a minute, you wasn't saying that shit when, you was taking advantage of whatever I was doing to get in. So, excuse me, I eating too. So, fucked up situation all around. So that's what I noticed going on now. Maybe there was a time back when, you actually, there was actually a profit in niggadom that this was happening. I'm thinking of the movie Friday when Ice Cube's character was released. Anyway, the graduation aspect of it. There has always been a party for graduation. Now, if in your perception there's more prison parties than graduation parties, well, think about it. Everybody graduates at the same time, so and people don't actually get out of prison at the same time. So graduation parties by default is limited to early June, late May, and you may get one or two a year at most. However, anybody can get out of jail at any time. Therefore, it's kind of spread out throughout the year. And if you have twins who are in jail, one of them will leave in March, the other one in December, and that's two parties. Where if those same twins went to university, they both graduate at the same time, one party. Also, kids have their own party, whether it's college or high school. It's pretty much, like I was in Texas earlier to see my cousin graduate, but and there was a family get together. But I mean, of course, he partied with his friends who were also graduating. Somebody in a graduating class is going to be throwing a party. Out of all the students, all it takes is one to actually throw a party. But typically, it's several of them. So plenty of graduation parties going around. Same with college. So um, I don't know if prison are doing it more. If there are more prison after parties, but I do know that graduation parties is a thing. It definitely is a thing on no matter what level. We went one, and we had one when I graduated both times. So just is a thing. Now, um, it might not be for the individual, but it is for the graduating class. Now, where was I going with that? Okay, so here's where I'm going with that. I never really don't really concern yourself with prison after parties because they're really just celebrating. At least for the most part, they're celebrating why people are celebrating somebody that they haven't seen for a while. And besides, they're not like these major galas where they rent out the lecture hall at the Hilton or some shit like that. The conference room. They're just like backyard boogies or apartment boogies. I mean, really, it's the same shit that nigga does any other day of the year. It's just that there's free food and a cake, but it's really the exact same thing. You're not missing nothing if you wasn't invited to a prison after party. But I think the reason that brothers were bringing this to my attention is because we live or lived. I noticed that it's waning a lot because there's far less money in negative. However, more than we should, we celebrate negative in this culture, and a large segment of the black population celebrates negative. Now, why is that? You might ask. Well, I don't think many people know this because I know that the niggas don't know this, but there's a lot of niggas don't know. Niggas are the biggest chumps that I've ever seen, heard, or read about in history ever. You see, and they don't know it, or else they wouldn't really do what they're doing. See, at the end of the day, everybody benefits off of niggas, and the niggas themselves don't benefit. Ever. Extraordinarily rarely will one of them become a rapper or some shit like that. And if he lives, through the haters that just like go around killing nigga rappers to say that they did, even if that's the case, that's rare. Most niggas do not really benefit from niggadom. However, what you may notice is that everybody else is benefiting from niggas. Each and every single other person around them is benefiting from niggas. And they see them coming miles away. The biggest chumps on the planet. It's quite unfortunate, but it's true. I mean, think about it. Like, if you have a shiny object and you want to sell it to somebody, who do you sell it to? Niggas. I got these rims. I got these gold teeth. I got this chain. Nigga. I got this DVD player inside your car. Nigga. It's chrome. Nigga. Chrome belt. Nigga. Just anything you could sell. T-shirts that should last, for, a year or two. You just buy one and throw it away. Nigga. Like, everybody is selling you nigga shit. You stand in front of a liquor store and you buy marked up liquor, because I'm pretty sure that it's cheaper in the. I don't drink, but I'm pretty sure that, like everything else, Stuff like that is cheaper in the grocery store than it is in the corner market. However, you continue to buy from the corner market because you're a nigga. I mean, that's the real reason. It doesn't have to make sense when you're a nigga. So they're profiting. People come here with nothing, and they profit off of nigginess. You just kind of like hover around a place waiting to give them your money. So they're benefiting. But the primary beneficiary of nigga culture is hood chicks. Hood chicks are the biggest benefactors of niggas. Niggas give hood chicks that they don't know free, unquestioned, unscrutinized aggression. Not protection, aggression. You see, protection is you make sure something don't happen to them. What niggas offer is something a little different, or a lot different rather. It's aggression. That's what you do after the fact. Oh, I was at a pool party and somebody pushed me in the pool and my hair got wet. And a nigga come and kill him. Didn't really protect her. He just aggressed afterwards. And she feels vindicated. She feels great after that. Chick walking down the block and somebody smacks her in the ass. And then a nigga comes like 3 hours later and just shoots up the block indiscriminate. Now the ass slapper is gone. He just shoots up a block. Free aggression. Niggas are being used that way. All the time. It's a regular occurrence in the nigga world. Niggas are tricks. Now, I know when you think of a trick, you think of somebody, I don't know, let's just say this light-skinned guy with glasses that everybody keeps talking about. So you picture like a light-skinned guy with glasses, socially awkward, and the only time he gets a woman's attention is when he has his wallet open. He's taking her to dinner. He's taking her places. He's doing that whole granddad thing from the Boondocks. That's what you think of when you think of a trick. When you think of a nigga, you think of somebody who just gets it like that. But that's not the case, is it? I mean, they do use their money to seduce, or perceived wealth to seduce. And they also spend it at a ridiculous rate on pussy. Directly or indirectly. Who's making it rain in the club? Is it the Jews? Is it the Orientals? Is it the Mormons? Is it the nerds? Is it the bro dudes? Is it the motorcycle white boys? Is it the Klan? Is it the college frat boys? Nope, it's niggas. You all seen it before, right? Niggas just making it rain in front of a wobbling ass that he don't get to touch at the strip club. That's niggas. Like, yeah, 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 make it rain, snow patrol. Niggas, niggas, niggas. I ain't no trick though. The fuck do you call that? What in the fuck do you call that? So there is a large amount of gifts and provisions and just general benefactors around niggas. Kind of like there is a industry in certain places, like take Jamaica for example, around tourism. There is an industry around niggas, and everybody's in their pockets, even the state government. The state government is in niggas' pockets. They exploit them for labor, and they exploit them because they seize their property. So basically, all the shit that a nigga has earned, all of his ill-gotten goods, get seized. And then they auction it off and they make money and the nigga goes home broke. Everybody is benefiting from niggas being niggas. And who are the people that's celebrating niggadom? Those who are benefiting. Oh my God. That's right. That's what happened. Sad but true. All the people who are in your pocket, all the people who you're using your ill-gotten goods, however little it may be, to support, or somebody may need you to shoot up a block. All the people who are using you are celebrating and encouraging you being a nigga. So perhaps the prison after party is serving a dual motive. I mean, let's face it, not many brothers are going the Malcolm X route anymore. And maybe that's why. Somebody goes to prison and they gets out and the mama throws a party. And of course the mama's gonna throw the party because she wants her nigga back. She don't want Malcolm X. She wants Malcolm Little. She wants that person that's out robbing to pay his half of the rent. To put money in the mailbox. She wants that. She wants to be able to get in the white boy's face in Texas and talk shit even though he has a gun. And then threaten him with some niggas. She wants that ability. But it doesn't work if you're not a nigga. She can't use you anymore if you're not a nigga. So basically, when you're thinking about your life decision, which people often do and should be doing when they go to prison, that's when the party comes. And this isn't a party celebrating your freedom. This isn't a party to re-encourage nigga values in you. And who's gonna be there? The person that's hitting you up for child support's gonna be there. The person who sells you the drugs that you sell, who's higher up on the D-boy food chain than you, is going to be there. The people who buy from you is going to be there. The stripper who you make it rain while she shakes her ass is going to be there. The baby mama's going to be there. I don't know if I already said that. But y'all get the point. Everybody is going to be there because everybody benefits from niggas. Just like in Jamaica, everybody benefits from the tourist industry. Actually, let's take it. Everybody benefits from. Let's take it to the Dominican because there's been some deaths there recently. So yeah, they want to encourage you to keep coming. Why? Because they benefit. They want to sell you shit. They want to sell you. They want to sell you souvenirs. You know, you support the local economy. So, without niggas, a large portion of the impoverished community would collapse, economically speaking. So they want to keep this gravy train going. And because celebration and what's the word I'm looking for? Validation is the currency of niggas. It's something that they buy. They are buying validation. They will, many of them. I mean, I'm trying to reach some of them, you know, but many of them will continue to do it, not realizing that they're being played. This is Game Changer 00100. Game over. Peace.